Okay, when theta, that applied angle is less than the angle of repose, what will happen? Equals to angle of repose and greater than angle of repose. Now, with the help of this, we will solve one or two questions and then we can proceed. So let us see that. So don't worry, this chapter will end very soon, and the next chapter is very simple and very quickly we can finish. Hardly within this month we can finish even 6 chapters. That is what is my expectation. So let me see that we can finish easily 5th chapter also. Hardly 10 days also it won't take. So the question number 1, all of you write it. If angle of repose is 45 degrees, if angle of repose is 45 degrees, find if body is at rest or motion. Find if what here if won't come. If find body is at rest or motion, calculate frictional force and calculate frictional force and acceleration. Okay, so I'll give the diagram. So that is what you should remember. Okay, everybody. So the diagram is yes, that's all diagram. So you can find it and you can tell everybody. And you have to calculate frictional force also. Everybody? Yes, please. So tell me. So we all knows that
Body is at rest.
body is at rest. This is what mg sine 30. Am I right, brothers? And down, as we all knows, perpendicular that is what mg cos 30. And as we know, if it is in rest, as we all know that it is a limiting friction, that is sorry, static friction, the body is at rest. Because how I can say, as we know, angle of repose is how much actually 45 degrees, but the applied angle is less than angle of repose. Means in the sense of what? Sliding or no sliding on? Yes, please.
No sleep.
No sliding. So no sliding in the sense of directly I can say acceleration is equals to 0. But by the time, just now we have written here. What we have written? If it is no sliding, the static friction is equals to what? Force?
Applied.
Applied. So force applied. So static friction is equals to, what is the force applied here? Anybody can tell? What is the force applied? Static friction is equals to applied force. What is applied force here? Motion
mg
applied force. All of you respond. mg
sine 30.
That is what? So mg sine 30 value how much? Mg by 2. So that mg. So that is what it is. Okay, everybody. So that is what static friction. All of you clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is how you can solve it. Please make it. Understand or not? Yes. That is. Now, or else also we can solve. Either it is also how we can solve it. You can check. So we all knows the formula. Theta r is equals to, what is the formula? That is what? All of you. Tan theta angle of repose, that is what is equals to mu. So now we all knows that the given repose angle, how much? Tan 45.
45.
45 is equals to what? Mu. Then mu is equals to what? Constant. How much it is value? R. R option you can solve. Okay. How much is the value? Everybody? 1. Am I right, everyone?
1.
1. Then we can find the maximum limiting friction. So limiting friction is equals to what is the formula? Mu into n. So now mu into n value how much ra? mg? mg
Cos 30.
cos theta means how much? Check it, everybody. This is n and it is acting downward direction. mg cos 30. Am I right? Please respond. mg cos 30. So which is equals to mu value is 1, mg is mg into cos 30 value root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2.
I get it. This value is mg by 2. mg by 2 into, so if you want, you can solve root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 value, how much it will come? Everybody? Yes, of course, root 3 value. What is the root 3 value? 1.713. 713. Correct? So which is equal to, yes, okay, Prakash. So 1.7171.
Sir, 0.86.
Okay, that's fine. No need to solve that. We can say 1.71 into, okay, mg divided by 2. That is what it is. Now you observe very carefully. So F applied is less than static friction or greater than static friction. You can verify it. So limiting friction is this one. The applied friction is how much you can verify. So applied friction is just, you can check it. What is applied friction? Applied force, sorry, applied friction. Applied force is how much? All of you. Applied force is equals to how much, Ra? mg sin
mg sin
Sin theta.
sin 30 means mg into sin 30 is 1 by 2. So which is
mg by
equals
2.
to mg by 2. Now you tell me. This is
Less
mg
than.
by 2. This is mg by 2 into 1.71. So which is greater? This is applied force and this is F limiting. So that tell me F applied is lesser than F limiting or greater than F limiting or?
Less than.
Lesser than. That is
Less
what?
than.
Maximum static friction. So that maximum static friction only we used to called as what? All of you. We used to
Limiting
call
friction.
as limiting friction. So means in the sense of Fs is equals to F applied. F applied. Clear everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that body is said to be in what?
Rest,
Rest.
sir.
Rest. That is what.
Yeah.
Understand for those? How to you can solve? So you can solve.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you are working, whatever you can do it, you can do it. Mr. Sai Karthik, Mr. Narayan solving now, Mr. Monish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you should always find it. That is what it is. So please solve this question. Next question. So let's start now. Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So question number 2. Who is that? That much good singer we have. If angle of repose, if angle of repose is 37 degrees, how much it is? 37 degrees. Find if body is at rest or motion. Find body is at rest or motion. Calculate friction. Calculate what? Friction, force, and as well as acceleration. So the inclined one is, so keep it in mind, what is the angle of repose given, all of you?
37 degrees.
degrees. So the inclined surface value is 45 degrees. Now object is present. So now can you tell me by this directly you can say that. So 45, the
Okay.
applied angle is greater than angle of repose. Means 45 is greater than angle of repose. Means in the sense of what? All of you.
Motion.
Body will
Yes.
body will
Slide.
Move, sir.
will start sliding. So when the body starts sliding, we all people knows that. So means this is what is actually mg sin 40. And there is force which is perpendicular to that is what mg
Cos
cos
40.
mg cos 45 and upward direction normal and there is a kinetic friction. So by the time kinetic friction or limiting friction or fastly
Kinetic.
Kinetic friction.
So sliding means kinetic friction. That's all. So we all knows that. So kinetic friction, I can find it. It is in a motion, so that it is kinetic friction. So kinetic friction is equals to mu k into n. So that I can say mu k, n is equals to what, everybody? N is equals to mg cos
mg cos 40.
mg cos 45. Clear, everybody? Understand or not, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that is what. So that it will turns into what? mg cos
mg by root 2.
mg cos 45. So now you observe very carefully. So if I consider the body, if you draw FBDs, so there is a frictional force which is acting. There is a frictional force which is acting. That is what? Kinetic friction, which is what? Mu k mg cos 45. And there is a motion applied force which is equals to what, everybody? mg sin
mg sin 45.
45. Now you tell me net acceleration, how? Body started sliding, so that acceleration is towards to downwards or upwards? Yes, please.
Downward.
Net force is towards to downwards, so that we can say F net is equals to, so which is positive? This is positive, and this is what, everybody? This is
Positive.
negative. So F net is equals to M into A. So MA is equals to F net equals to how much? Tell me, everybody.
mg sin 45
mg sin 45 minus
minus
mu k mg cos
cos
40.
45.
Understand? So everywhere mi will take out, cancel. So will get cancelled. Now what is remaining here? Everybody, g sin 45 minus mu k cos 45, which is equals to what, guys? A. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So then we can find, that is what they are asking. So we found it friction already. Friction force we found it. Now acceleration we have to find it. So acceleration equals to sin 45 value, please. Sin
1
40.
by root 2.
Yes. 1 by
1 by root 2.
root 2 minus mu k. So mu k
1
into
by root 2.
was cos 45.
1 by root 2.
1 by root 2 a. So that is the g value. Sorry, a value. So a is equals to g by root 2 minus mu k by root 2. So that is the value of, if you want, you can take the g value 10. G is equals to 10. Okay, guys, everybody clear? All of you? And then you can
Yes, sir.
find mu also. So let me, you want, you can find the values if you know only. So that's what. So this is what acceleration formula. How to calculate acceleration if it is a frictional force. That is what sliding friction. Everybody clear? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what it is all about it. So now you all should solve. So now I will say you, keep it in mind, one important thing I will say you. So all of you observe very carefully. If suppose if it is a static friction, the value is 1, means in the sense of the angle of repose is equals to how much? Just now we have solved it. Angle of repose equals to how much? Yes, please. Angle of repose equals to, question we have solved here. Check it, everybody. Angle of repose how much? Mu is equals to 1 means. Angle of repose is 1. Understand? Yes, Ra?
Yes, sir.
So angle
Yes,
of
sir.
repose is 45 degrees. So by the time tan theta r, which is equals to limiting, that is what mu s. So that is how we have been done. Okay, everybody clear? Now if suppose if angle of repose is 37 degrees, then mu value will come less than that. That is what theta is decreasing. This also will start at, everybody, decreasing. 0.75 will come. So by that time, if you notice it, all of you, so what is the tan theta? You can check it. 37. 37 is a popular one. What is the triangle 37 if you take it? 37 angle. How much it will come? 37 means. Yes? All of you? 4, 3, 5. So tan theta is equals to what, guys? Tan theta is equals to how much? Tan theta is equals to 3 by
4.
4.
3 by 4, 3 by 5. So I forgot it. Sorry. 3 by
4 only.
Yeah, 3 by 4. Okay. So that is what? 3 by 4 value, how much, Ra? 3 by 4 value, 0.75. Understand, Udreswa?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, for example, if theta is 53 degrees, then can you find it? If angle of repose is 53 degrees, then what is that? This value. So 53 triangle in Ethereum. How, what is the 53 triangle? 53 angle means here what will come? 3 and here 4 and here what will come? 5. By the time, what is the answer? 4 by 3. So means what is the mu s value? Anybody can tell? 1.3. That is what is equals to 4 by 3. Am I right or wrong? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is what you should remember. Okay. So the coefficient is also depends on the angle only. So that is what everybody should make it. So tan 45, we all people knows that. What is the value? All of you? 1.
1.
Okay. So this is also one of the most important one. Basically, we all know the famous triangles, 37 and 53 triangle. You people knows. So you can. Now one with 53, I will send you the one question. So in that you have to find 3 things. find either it is body is in state of rest or motion, and second one, frictional force, and third one, if it is the rest, you have to find what friction, guys? Static friction. So static friction is equals to what? Applied force. Am I right or wrong?
F applied.
If the body is moving, then you have to make it. What friction you have to calculate?
Kinetic.
Okay, and you have to also find the acceleration. That's all it is. Okay, I'll give the question. You have to find it. So all of you observe that, and you can make it. So notice it very carefully. So the angle of theta is equals to 53 degrees, and the object is in M. So that's all. And the coefficient is equals to 0.75. Theta is equals to how much, guys? All of you? Mu is equals to how much? 0.75. So from this you should find the angle of repose. Understand, Mr. Rudreswar, what I am speaking? From
Yes,
that
sir.
you should find the what? Angle of
Repose.
repose. Will you all find it or not? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
You all just now I have given the information, angle of repose. So mu is equals to 0.75. Then from that you can find angle of repose. How much is the angle of repose? You can easily find it.
30.
Yes.
30.
Yeah, 37. So tan theta r is equals to mu. So mu value is given 0.75. 0.75 means how much it is? 3 by
3/4.
yes,
4.
please. 3 by 4 means in the sense of what is the
4.
angle of repose? Anybody can tell? Yes, please.
37 degree.
Yeah, theta r is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. So tan inverse of 3 by 4 means we all knows that tan 37 is equals to 3 by 4. Then 37 is equals to tan inverse of like 10th class. Remember refractive index sums? Same way. So theta r, what is the theta r is equals to how much? Everybody. Angle of repose.
37 degree.
So that remaining you can find it or not? Everybody.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So I given already clue. You should find the angle of repose from the mu value. That is why I have given that. Is it okay, guys? Everybody clear? Yes. So the question
Yes,
is
sir.
find object is in rest or motion. That is the first. Okay. Now I thought so that it is easy, but you should find it. Next, frictional force. Frictional force, as it I know, angle of repose is less than applied angle, so it is sliding. So that what friction will come? Kinetic friction will come, and then find the acceleration. Okay, guys, these three things you have to find it. Before sleep, you have to solve it and you have to send me. Then only you can. I'll send the answers also, you can verify. And then only you can confirm me, yes, sir, you can able to solve. Then only we can continue. Then tomorrow we'll continue from here. This lecture will be over. Once this lecture will over, then we can go with the one more concept is there in friction. So once that friction is over, almost this chapter is completed. So definitely we'll go with the work energy next chapter, chapter number 5. Okay, guys. So please solve this question. I'll send the answer also, as well as another question also I will give you. So you people try to solve. So there is a 1 hour when time permits, you can solve. So 37 degrees and mass is actually 2 kg. How much mass? All of you? I'm specifying the mass and the coefficient of frictions, which is equals to 0.4 and which is equals to 0.3. So which value you should use? How to find it? Yesterday we have solved. Either I have to use mu s of static friction or kinetic friction, or how I can find? First I have to find something. What is that?
F limiting.
F limiting. Understand this, sir? Yesterday we have solved or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So from that you can find it. If it is this one, you can solve it and tell me. From here also, first you should identify either the object is in state of rest or motion. Next, the second one, if it is in motion, kinetic friction. If it is in state of rest, static friction. So by that, if it is in rest, static friction is equals to what? Everybody can tell. If it is in rest,
F.
static friction is equals to something. What is that, guys? Applied.
F applied.
F applied, force applied. Okay, so that is what. So these two questions you can solve and you can sleep. Okay, so this is what about it. Mr. Murali, understand Murali? Mr. Monish? Sai Karthik? Yes? That is what. So these two questions you solve, then mostly we can solve that and we can verify. I'll send the solutions also. You solve, try, and then you see the solution. If you are happy, If you are able to solve it, that's all. It is very important. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Good night.